Hello and welcome. Today I'm starting a new series, a focused two-part mini-series exploring Vienna Symphonic Library's Studio Special Edition collection. This is the first of two videos. In this one, I'll be going over Volume 1. In the next video, I'll cover Volume 2 and one additional collection that I think anyone who owns Volumes 1 and 2 should seriously consider. It's going to be awesome. I will show you the ins and outs of the library, let you know about anything that stands out to me as a composer, and of course, at the end of each video you will hear a demo, so stay tuned for that. I decided on a two-part series because I wanted to answer the question, just which volumes do composers really need? Because I think I'll get more out of each library that way. And hopefully, you will too. First of all, this is not by any means a small library. When I downloaded this, I didn't expect it to take more than 30 minutes, and it certainly did. And that's when I realized, this isn't a light version of anything. Volume 1 alone feels substantial. It contains 111,790 samples. This library has an excellent range of instruments, strings, which come in individual sections for more detailed work, and has tutti ranges for fast composing. There are solo instruments for composing with smaller sections, or for combining solo instruments with large orchestral movements. There are many articulations which can be used and changed through key switches, or by using the universal articulation in the flow, which makes the whole process even faster. Flow is split into three main sections: the instrument, with main dynamics, which can be controlled with a mod wheel, fader, or breath controller, and also knobs for humanization, timbre, and expression. In the next section is that incredible range of articulations, named and appropriately written, as if on sheet music, to make composing as fun for you as possible, while still giving you the theory you might want when working from sheet music, or going the other way round. The performance section gives you all the freedom you need when playing, to give you as many articulations as possible while you record real time without you having to worry about anything else. The Sound tab provides all the important mixing controls from reverb to room convolution and mic balance. Over in Precision, you can see all the same controls, just not programmed together, so you have full flexibility and freedom with everything. The Perform tab, Control tab, Edit tab, and Mix tabs are perfect for composers who want the freedom to take their programming to the next level, and see all the details about the positioning, recording, and programming of these incredible instruments. In the Mix tab, you can see the inbuilt Stage A Synchron Room reverb, which provides you with world-class reverb so your tracks have the potential to sound like they were recorded in Synchron Stage. But it gets even better. By going into the Impulse Response tab, you can turn the dry and wet signals all the way up or down, leaving you with a completely dry recording. Listen to the solo violin from my demo. Moving into the brass section now, there is a huge range of instruments, both single instruments and ensemble patches. This is some of the most realistic brass I've heard in a sample library. It is incredibly powerful, especially when you have all the parts being used together, bringing the full power and might from Vienna and the adventurous, exciting sound of Hollywood together. Those fast reps on these brass instruments are incredible, with adjustable speeds. I really like the woodwinds too. Listen to how beautiful the clarinet is, for instance. In my demo, I used woodwinds for runs to add more color and little flourishes to the piece. I also used trills with the piccolo flute, laid with the string trills, which worked really nicely. Again, the amount of articulations in this library makes composing so much easier and more fun. And now we get into percussion, and there's actually a very solid range here. It's an extremely broad palette, so this isn't just a token percussion section, there's real variety. I was especially glad to see triangle rolls included, instead of faking them by repeating a single hit and destroying the realism. Synchron Prime included them too, and they're just extremely useful. Now, in terms of character, the timpani rolls here are drier than what you get in Synchron Prime Orchestra, being recorded dry. In Synchron Prime Orchestra, you immediately get that big, booming, almost Wagnerian scale, that massive cinematic swell you might associate with something like Howard Shore's epic orchestral writing. Here, the sound is more controlled and contained. This just means you get to shape the epic scale yourself in the mix, rather than having it built in from the start. I use the taikos to accent deeper hits and make them fuller. The bass drum has a slightly rougher character as well. It's powerful, but not hyper-polished, straight out of the box, especially for rolls, which can actually work well depending on the context. Overall, for Volume 1, this is a substantial percussion offering. It gives you the tools you need for orchestral writing, and with some shaping in the mix, you can absolutely push it into larger cinematic territory. So, to go back to my original question, can I recommend Volume 1? Absolutely. It's an incredibly powerful orchestral collection. It's called the Essential Orchestra for good reason. By itself, it's huge, and I am very pleased with what I am able to write with it. Also, good news, there's currently a special discount on the Studio Special Editions. This coincides with the rollout of the new Flow View across the collection, which really streamlines the workflow, and the relaunch of Volume 1 with the addition of the Bösendorfer Imperial Piano. Pricing currently starts from €119, with Volume 1 at €179. If you're interested, I've put the link in the description below. The special offer runs until March 2nd. In the next video, I will review Volume 2 and discuss one of the other volumes that I think goes really well with these first two. If you enjoyed this video or the demo about to play, please like, subscribe, ask any questions below, and see you in the next one. Please enjoy the demo.